it's a pheasant. We're just at the edge of the food forest here. We've just come into the food forest. There's some kind of pawpaw here. So this is coming from the southern end, walking into the food forest. So you can look out through the windbreak here, back out to the southern edge where the construction's going on. Come back around full circle, sort of into this little sort of open clearing here. There's a hugel culture bed, which is placed here for demonstration purposes. So hugel culture is a raised bed that uses buried logs and branches, and then is covered with topsoil and compost. And the wood decomposing releases nutrients for the plants, but it also acts as a sponge, holding in some water into the soil and in the rotten timbers. It's useful to use these on woody land where there's plenty of detritus from fallen trees and branches, like there are here in the food forest. So this planting here, this windbreak planting is full of casuarina trees, eucalyptus, karamu, the plant they use for making tapa cloth. And if you notice, all this ground cover in here is all Tradescantia. Quite a decent population of Tradescantia. Pine tree. Some feijoas. This here looks like the remains of bamboo leaves. If we just walk into this bed a little bit, you'll notice how dark the soil is, and how there's a nice sort of leaf litter building up in here. We'll just walk down a bit further. Still plenty of that Tradescantia, also known as Wandering Willie or Wandering Jew. There's a crop of bamboo behind that, just in where you see the well-lit areas in the back there, and they've been cutting that down and utilising that bamboo for growing posts and fence posts and things. So nothing is wasted here, everything gets reused. There's plenty of bird life in here. The ground is really soft underfoot. You can tell it's really good quality soil. Pawpaw trees, pine nut tree. There's kind of a real mix of plants. More Tradescantia all the way along here, amongst these what looks like Manuka and Tarata, Pittosporum eugenoides, and Manuka trees. Oh, actually it looks like it might be Kanuka. So we've got some banana palms in here, some subtropical fruiting plants. So we're kind of coming up to closer to the northwestern corner here, kind of near the edge of the food forest. The centre of the food forest is on our right, back up in here. You can hear the trucks and the roads, the cars on the motorway in the distance. So this Tradescantia has kind of taken over this area, and this shady area under here in this corner, and this whole edge actually. Notice all the rotting logs, all the branches that have felled or come down, been pruned, are all made good use of as edging. And I can see lots of bark mulch on the ground here, on the path itself, and in the garden, particularly under these trees, which is obviously a control area where they've been controlling the Tradescantia, probably through manual weeding. Just trying to keep it back there. You can see the edge, the front of weeding activity over there. We're trying to hold it back now with a bit of edging. And this, of course, will require continual maintenance to keep that Tradescantia out. So this pathway here just goes back down along the edge where the compost bins are, on the northern edge of the northern boundary of the gardens. Back down to the marakai just down there. Lots of ringa lilies, plenty of tuis.